Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. Good morning, Twitch. On this 09.15.2023, current time is 05:41 a.m. Eastern Time. Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich, here on the Twitch. And I'm missing something. I don't have the coffee. I just pushed the button. I forgot to turn the coffee on. The coffee's brewing right now. I'll get a cup here in just a minute. So we do have the morning coffee. It's just being made, but I'm oh wow, I got everything. I was like, wait a minute, I didn't start. Oh, I forgot to start the coffee. It's a morning coffee broadcast. You got to have a cup of coffee. So it's coming. So we'll give it a couple minutes here. But we're getting our day started here, and it looks like we got a good start here. OBS, though, it's sort of dropped some frames. It's got to be the internet, man. It just it says it's excellent, but we're below 5,000. Maybe I might lower that a little bit, the encoder. Anyway, we're here and posted up on those fine social media platforms that I'm on. The three main one being Truth Social, Instagram Threads, and X/Twitter. Used to be known as Twitter. And it says last 15 minutes, so hopefully that goes up. Okay, CPU rate 0.3%, and dropping a few frames, but it looks overall. I got it up on the Surface 3. I've got a picture over here on the tablet, the LG Stylo phone. Oh, there we go. So we're good. Okay, there's the line. And then I got monitoring on the stream manager here. So our stream is good as far as that goes. Monday was not all that great. I'm still thinking about that Monday. I had 2 bug outs, and I don't usually have that, but we had storms in the area as far as that goes. So I'm starting to smell like coffee. I want my coffee. So how's everybody doing? We are here on this Friday. We made it to, thank God it's Friday. We made it to the weekend, or we're going to be making it to the weekend for those folks that have to go into the day job, and then we have the weekend. But we made it here through another week. I hope everybody had a good week. I think fairly overall my week was good. We got the lawns mowed Wednesday. I thought it was going to rain cats and dogs. And hey, good morning, Double J's. Good morning. How are you doing? Haven't seen you in a while. Glad to have you here. Coming in from Mumbai, India. Glad to see you. And thank you for being here. And I hope all is well with you and family. Double J. For those people watching on the replay, we have individuals that come into the Twitch broadcast. There's a chat, and I have a chat window open here on the OBS, the stream chat, and Double J saying good morning. We're over in Mumbai. What's the time over in Mumbai? Mumbai, it's currently 3:14. They're more than halfway through their day over there in Mumbai. But we are here, and we appreciate you. I don't have the morning coffee, Double J's. I got to wait for it to... Is that coffee finished yet? Almost. Okay, we'll give it another minute. I can't sneak a cup when there's a cup, more than a cup in there, because it takes away from the flavor of the rest of the pot. It's just like you get that first cup of caffeine and stuff like that. So I gotta wait just another minute here. I can hear it percolating, and we'll get the coffee. Let's do the weather here. It's currently here in the southern tier of upstate New York. Yeah, couldn't catch you live, but have watched. Oh, okay. I appreciate you watching the replays, Double J's. Okay. Yeah, we get some good traction on the replays as far as that goes. I appreciate you watching those, and if you're watching them on Rumble and YouTube, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate. We getting getting a couple of numbers. I get more than 2 views. I'm happy. I'm happy as a clam. It's like these people that broadcast it. I don't know. I like the audience that I broadcast to. It's a very good audience that I have here as far as that goes. So I like to recognize them in the chat, and Double J's is one of those individuals as far as that goes. So you know what? I'm going to go ahead and let's see. I'm going to put this on pause for just a minute. let's see, where's my be right back? And I'm gonna go get some coffee, and because I need to get the coffee, so I will be right back. Okay, here we go. First cup of the day. Oh my God, that's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lord. Have to thank the man upstairs for the good cup of coffee to get the day started. Oh, it's hot too. For that hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. So we're off and running here. Okay, we're back on. So currently here it's 48 degrees. It's cool this morning. It is getting cool. There are signs of fall out there. They're going for doing the morning walk this week with the missus. She didn't really walk that many times. How many? I usually write them down. I usually write down on the little post-its what I did for the course of the week, and I'm a post-it freak. And let's see, she only walked 2 days out of the 4 so far. So it'll be 3 days, so that's good. 3 days out of the week, and I'm doing my 5. But we're noticing certain things. Of course, the leaves are changing. I haven't yet to see any robins. I think the robins have already migrated. I don't know if that's good. I can't see them out there. But the big thing is a temperature change in the morning. It's 48 degrees Fahrenheit. Get that right. That's 9 degrees Celsius currently. So there is a temperature change going on as far as that goes. We're going to have abundant sunshine. I may have to get I've been, we've had a lot of sunshine this week, and I've been meaning to get the solar panels out as far as that goes. And let's see, how does this one go up? Does it go up there like that? Let me just hit that like that. Let's see how that works. I got the Twitch over here on the the tablet. Okay, that'll work. Let's see. That'll work. Okay, and so the temperature change is definite, and it was nice yesterday. It was nice the other day, Wednesday, when I mowed the lawns and stuff like that. So, but we're gonna get a lot of sunshine. High is 71 degrees Fahrenheit, which was what we had yesterday. Winds out of the north at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Morning. How we doing? Oh. She's feeding the herd. That's what we call the cats. We have 6 cats, as far as that goes. Sun will be rising this morning at 6:46. Is that 6:46 a.m., which is, let's see, another hour and less than an hour. So it'll be. Let's see, what is that? 60 minutes. 52 minutes. In 52 minutes. Do the math. I can't do math that quick in my head. I'm still working on my coffee, right? So, but 6:46 6 a.m. Hey, good morning, Tony. Salute to you. Hashtag positive start to the day. Hashtag PSTTD. And Tony says good morning. The missus is up. She's feeding the herd. She said good morning there, Tony. Um, and so glad to see you, Tony D. For those folks again out there, I talk about Tony a lot. He's a brother veteran, fellow broadcaster. He was on last night with Ted Hicks on Late Night Parenting, which I caught. He was on early, so I was able to catch it on the big screen out in the living room. That was fun. Let's see, sun will be rising, like I said, 6:46 a.m. and be setting at 7:17 p.m. And let's see, our world times and temperatures. I forgot doing the world times and temperatures here Monday and Wednesday, but let's see, in Honolulu, Hawaii right now, they're still in yesterday at 11:52. That means we're still on time, I guess, when we catch Hawaii in the day before. But 11:52 p.m. currently out there in Honolulu from yesterday, getting ready to go into today. But they're cloudy skies, 77 degrees Fahrenheit. Phoenix, Arizona at 2:52 a.m. currently, clear skies, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. Albuquerque, New Mexico at 3:52, clear skies in Albuquerque. They got 48 in Albuquerque. There's a big temperature difference. Albuquerque's 48, Phoenix is 79. That's a difference. Chicago, Illinois, the Windy City, 55 degrees Fahrenheit, clear skies. And Tony says, here early at work, helping out with fundraisers, so I'll be listening in, but I'll be busy. Okay, no problem, Tony. I'm glad that's fine. No problem. Yeah, I know what you do, but you're starting a fundraiser. Tony, he's probably been in on the job since 4 o'clock, so he's been awake before all of us this morning. So I appreciate that, Tony. And let's see, New York City at 5:53 a.m. currently. That's the current time here in the southern tier of upstate New York. We have clear skies down in New York City with the temperature 61. They're slightly warmer. Of course, there's a lot of concrete and asphalt down there. Across the Atlantic Ocean, the pond as it's called. I always like saying the pond. In Cork, Ireland at 10:54 a.m. Cloudy skies, 46 degrees Fahrenheit. In Milan, Italy at 11:54 a.m. Cloudy skies there in Milan at 70 degrees Fahrenheit. In New Delhi, India at 3:24 p.m. in the afternoon, we got partly cloudy, partly sunny skies in New Delhi, 88 degrees. In Mumbai, where Double J's resides at, in his neck of the woods in India, at 3:24 p.m. currently there in Mumbai. It is partly cloudy, partly sunny, 86 degrees Fahrenheit. Down in our place called Kuala Lumpur at 5:54 p.m. dinner time pretty much. Sunny, clear skies, 90 degrees Fahrenheit. In Tokyo, Japan at 6:54 p.m. early evening. It's raining in Tokyo at 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And down in Australia at 7:55 p.m. Melbourne, Australia, clear skies, 63 degrees Fahrenheit. And then over in Sydney at 7:55 p.m. currently also clear skies, 63 in Melbourne, 66 in Sydney. So temperatures there. It's getting a little bit warmer down in Australia. So the two hemispheres, we've got a switch going on. We're going into fall, and then Australia is going from fall into winter into their spring.
Time to move.
What's that?
Time to move to Australia.
Oh, time to move to Australia. Yeah, really. I don't know if we could take the heat. The heat down there is harsh from what I've been told as far as that goes. So you going to need help with the shot?
Probably not. He's sitting there eating right now.
Okay. Yeah, Kelvin, he's getting his daily, he gets twice a day 2 units of insulin. Once in the morning, once in the evening, and I'm doing the shots now, so I'm getting proficient at it. You know, loading up the syringe and administering 2 units of insulin to the cat that he has to have now. As far as, and he's doing great. He's doing very, very good as far as that goes. You know, he's one of 6 cats that they're part of the family, so you gotta take care of them. Our thought for the day that I posted up over there on all those fine social media platforms that I'm on, uh, from someone that's no stranger to the thought of the day. He's almost gets more quotes, and I always thought Mark Twain was the one I quoted the most. Uh, this gentleman is definitely um, right up there and stuff like that. And he is Ralph Waldo Emerson, who went by the middle name of Waldo, an American essay, lecturist, philosopher, abolitionist, and poet who led the transcendental movement back in the mid 1900s. He's from Boston, born in Boston, Mass, and passed away up there in Concord. He's up there. He's a Massachusetts. He lived up in Massachusetts, and I know that area. Lived up in that area for a while. But his quote, and our thought for the day is, finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. You can't do any more, right? Finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. And Ralph Waldo Emerson. Tomorrow's another day. It's a clean slate. So, you just start, you just like, you shouldn't try and put things off that you can't do today, but once you get them done, boom, that's it. You move on to the next thing. So that's pretty cool right there as far as that goes. Let's see. So thank you, Mr. Ralph Waldo Emerson. Let's see, our national day. Yesterday was National Hoagie Day, and we had dinner. We haven't had the dinner report. There's another individual that's MIA. It's Chris Tech. Where the hell has he been? Is he getting sleep at night? He's kicking around here some way. He'll show up. That's all right. It's just like these guys, people come and go and stuff to take a break or whatever and stuff. And because I haven't really noticed him. Yeah, he's favored a couple of my morning tweets, so he's around. And just like you are, Double J, right? You're around. But we do get busy, so that's understandable as far as that goes. Let's see, our national day today. Like I said, yesterday was National Hoagie Day. For dinner, I said the dinner report because that's what. If Chris is here, we'd be doing the dinner report, but we haven't done a dinner report. This is sort of not really my dinner report. I'm just saying what I had for dinner last night because it correlated with the National Day. We had meatball subs, and they were good. Oh my God! And a good salad. Oh man, that was good. But for today, Friday, September 15th, 2023, it is the 258th day. It is the 37th week of the year, and we're 71% through the year. 71% through the year. So let's see, we have National Tackle Kids Cancer Day. Yeah, we've come a long way with cancer. I'm a cancer survivor, and I just got word, my older brother, he had his prostate removed here 2 weeks ago, and he was diagnosed with prostate cancer. So his prostate's out. And it's not I think for me, prostate cancer, it's what you are exposed to. And one of the things is I worked in manufacturing down in IBM, and there's chemicals throughout the manufacturing floor. And initially I was even if you work, I was at a test. I test raw boards. I was an electrical test operator on the menu. But you walk through the plant and there's chemicals and stuff like that. So you're exposed to those, and the prostate picks up. My older brother, he was a contractor putting up what do they call that board? The baseboard or board. He was a contractor, so he was exposed to different elements on the contracting environment. And when you inhale these things, they do some things to your system. So, and prostate cancer is predominantly high in well, it's a male thing because we're the ones that have the prostate, and but we tend to overlook it because the actual physical exam of it is a little precarious, where the doctor has to actually feel up your butthole to touch the rectum and to feel that it's a soft tissue. Well, in my case, it wasn't soft, I guess, when I was having it checked. I thought I had an enlarged prostate, which is normal for when you get older. Like I'm 65, my older brother's 70. He's 5 years older than me. But he got his prostate. He's doing fine. He's doing great. Um, uh, no problem. You know, they got the prostate. He said the cancer's all out and stuff like that, and that's fantastic. You know, the because back in the day, they, they, I don't, this, I mean, way back in the day, you know, like in the 1800s and stuff, there was a death sentence basically. You know, if I didn't have my prostate and the cancer went in, and I didn't have anything to mitigate it, I wouldn't be here right now. You know, I've been cancer free for over 10 years. So, so National Tackle Kids Cancer Day today is a good reminder that even the little ones, the little guys, they get cancer. We have to battle, and we've come a long way, but we're not completely done. We're not done. Let's see the other national days. We got National Tradesman Day. I don't know about that. There's a strike going on out there somewhere. Out in Detroit, the automakers there. Let's see. We got National Online Learning Day. Okay, I'll learn something today. This will be one. National Neonatal Nurses Day. Okay. National Linguini Day. Okay. National Cheese Toast Day. Oh, that's not bad. National Creme de Mint. No, I'm gonna go with this one because, and I'm gonna post the image up on and I'll follow up on the other platforms. This is a good one. Let me get the photo up there first, and I'm gonna have to put out the flags, and I'll explain the flags here in a minute here. Let's see, national, and it's always the 3rd September. And it's a national day here in the United States. And a lot of people probably won't recognize this. They can understand it, and they realize it once they're told about it. And let's see. And that today's national day that we're going to recognize is National POW MIA Recognition Day. In the United States, the 3rd Friday in September honors National POWs and MIA Recognition Day. Hashtag POW MIA Recognition Day. Each year since 1989, a presidential proclamation brings the nation together to remember and honor the members of the armed forces of the United States of America who remain missing in action or are prisoners of war. There's probably still some. There probably still are some POWs. The day serves as a call to action, reminding the nations to rededicate our efforts. We're responsible for bringing our patriots home and for care for our military families awaiting word of their loved ones. They're never forgotten. Everybody comes home. And we keep this reminder of National POW and MIA Recognition Day as such. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Who's this? Rob Dude. Good morning, Rob Dude. As of the latest update, May 22nd, 2000, more than 81,000 Americans remain missing. Oh, okay. Thank you. And good morning, Lady Leg. Good morning, Helen. That's a good stat there, Rob Dude. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. 81 Americans remain missing from World War II, Korean War, Vietnam, and the Cold War, and the Gulf War, and other conflicts. We will never forget them. That's why we have the POW flag. And I have a POW flag, and I will be putting that out with the American flag as soon as the sun rises. You don't put the flag out when it's dark, and you take it down before it gets dark, or else if you have a light shining on it. So the POW flag is flown this day over significant national landmarks and government buildings across the country. Not only do the Capitol, the White House, and Korean, Vietnam War memorials fly the flag, but so do offices and of the Secretary of State, Defense, Veterans Affairs, Secretary, Selective Services. Additional POW MIA flags fly on the grounds or in the lobbies of every major military installation post and all VA hospitals. It's right there, right below the American flag, and it's duly in honor of remembering and never forgetting the MIAs. I'm an ex-firefighter from the United States Air Force, and there's a firefighter's, it's not just the Air Force, but the firefighter's motto, we all go home. The police department have the same thing. We all go home at the end of the shift. And for some POWs and MIAs, their shift isn't over yet. We have to bring them home, and we never, and accounted for. Yeah, okay, we're still getting, like Rob Dude said, we still have 81,000 Americans remaining missing, going back to World War II, and and I'm seeing. So it is a day that we have to remember. We remember our veterans on Memorial Day and Veterans Day also, but this is just for the MIAs and POWs, which they seem to be like an add-on to Memorial Day, but they're not. They're just as important, if not more important, because they, the ultimate sacrifices be given by these individuals. So God bless. And so, first-time chatter, Rob, Dude 822. Thank you very much. Good morning, and I appreciate that fantastic information in the chat here. So thank you for being here, and good morning. As far as I raise my coffee cup to you for that information, that's good information. They'll never forget. They're always right here, along with all my brother and sister firefighters that I know, and those that have passed. We did do the Fireman Rich audio podcast yesterday. It's over there on Spotify for podcasters, and it was about an extinct bird that was brought back. And the picture of this bird, it's a prehistoric bird once thought to be extinct, returned to New Zealand, and it just looks like a ball of fire, a ball of feathers, a little neck with a big ass orange beak, and these two little legs. I mean, you look at it, it's like, and it's about the size of a chicken. Let's see, it's also National Cheese Toast something also. Yeah, I mentioned that, Rob. Yeah, National, hey, Thamer, good morning, Thamer, coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Good to have you here, Thamer. Good to see you. I hope you and your family are doing well. Yeah, I mentioned that it's National Cheese Toast Day. But I always, Rob, just to let you know, I always mention a whole bunch of them. That's part of my my format. And as far as for the national, and there's always a bunch of them. And but those that are significant are the ones that we. Oh, did we have more? Oh, we did have more. We had we had Greenpeace Day, is also today. National Felt Hat Day. Ooh, today is National Double Cheeseburger. See, now if it wasn't National MIA POW Day to remember, I would go with National Double Cheeseburger Day. Yeah, I just saw that. I saw that on my listing here, Helen. A National Cheeseburger It's Double Cheeseburger Day with the French fries. Ooh, that's a nice picture too. I'm hungry. Oh my, that looks good. But this one, like I said, National POW MIA recognized. So that's the one I'm going with. That's the one I posted. So I always name the other one. So you can pick whatever one you want. But because of the significance of the POWMIA Recognition Day. That's the one that's most prominent with me. So, but you guys can make the selection. So, and Helen, thank you for being here also. I hope you and your family are doing well also. And Helen is coming in from Scotland. So we've got an international audience here. I'm not sure where you are from, Rob Dude. If you care to elaborate, you're more than welcome to. If not, that's fine. Let's see. So I did talk about this prehistoric bird down in New Zealand that they thought it was extinct just before World War II, but it's making a comeback. So, which is pretty interesting. So that's over there. I do the audio podcast Tuesdays and Thursdays. Next week I will be doing the Tioga radio show on Mixcloud, as far as that goes. So Tuesday will be a list of songs, and I might slip in there maybe Sunday before Tony D has just to plug Tony D, because I'm on his broadcast Sunday morning. It's called Bell Kings Fantasy Football. He was on last night with Ted Hicks, also on Late Night Parenting. They're talking JoJo and Brian get together as far as that goes. Tony D for Bell Kings Fantasy Football, and I'm on there, and we talk about football and stuff like that. So let's see. Yeah, we talked about that. So probably Sunday morning. I last Sunday I remember. I'm just trying to think of. I presented. I broke out the Restream, which I like using. Is that cheese or toast or cheese toasty? I think it's toasted cheese, Helen. Let's see. What do they have here? They're saying a National Cheese Toast Day. Cheese Toast Day. So it's like a grilled cheese. I don't know. What's the difference between cheese toast and a grilled cheese? Oh, it's just it's not a sandwich. It's just a piece of bread that's toast, and you melt cheese over it, I guess. Same thing. National Linguine. Linguine's all right. So I'll be playing. I might be playing her. It depends on how I feel Saturday. Maybe Saturday or Sunday. Maybe Saturday, because I got to really get off my butt. You say yeah, something like that. It's tomato. I think also. Toasty is two slices. Like toasty means two. Oh, I didn't know that. That's interesting. Okay, toasty. I toast. I thought toasty means it's been toasted, as far as that goes. So I this weekend I really have to do some Lord of the Rings online. I've been biting at the bit. I've been playing some PUBG. Well, the new season of PUBG started yesterday, so I played like 9 games yesterday, and it was fun. I'm playing solo, but I'm also playing squads, but I'm the only one in my squad because it seems like I don't get picked from other people to play, so that's okay. I'm no longer in a clan. I sort of exited stage left on that thing, so I'm doing the solo bit on PUBG, and it's fun. PUBG is fun. Everybody got reset on the thing. My goal was to make ace. I got up to crown 2, which was probably about 150. I was 150 points shy of making ace. So I should get that this time. I farted around this last season and stuff. I just stayed with the solo. But I played some good games. I got a new I don't think I'm going to be broadcasting PUBG, though, because I give away my secrets. I got some good strategy that I get some good points. Especially I noticed in squads. I do a certain strategy in my gaming where Lord of the Rings is just going out there and you're whacking and you're figuring things out and stuff like that. It's Lord of the Rings, a great game. Here I go with my bit on the game again. Hey, Ted, real Ted Hicks. Good morning. He's saying good morning to everybody. Ted Hicks, who was on last night. And you looked great on the big screen last night, Ted. You, Tony, JoJo, and Brian. Ted Hicks, he is the proprietor of Late Night Parenting. There's his X/Twitter handle. where you can find the link to his broadcast last night. It was a great broadcast. I was watching Ted out on the big screen. I've got a Google TV dongle on the big screen TV, and I was actually asleep for a change. So you can catch the replay. That's a good thing about replays, Helen. And you need to get your sleep. Sometimes you're up too late. You're always up at stuff. Helen does the radio bit there on was it Radio 365 and what's the music show there you do with Jeeves. Jeeves, there's another person I haven't seen in a while. He must be busy. He's a busy individual. He's out there in Vancouver. Mixtape. No, not is it mixtapes? Helen's mixtapes? No, that's the song. Oh, she does Jukebox Judy and mixtapes. Jukebox Judy here on Twitch. Mixtapes. She actually gives you a behind the scenes look on what she does to put up, and she's over there on and I'm going to it. Radio Garden that I listen to on Thursdays. You can also listen to her on the replay over there on radio. The radio's was it 365 Radio on Radio Garden and stuff like that. And I love the Radio Garden. I when the missus isn't with me on the walks, I'm usually listening to Radio Garden and as far as listening to you on the walk there, Helen, as far as your broadcast and the music you present. And I like presenting the music over there on Mixcloud. And she's over there on Mixcloud. She's very, very polished and very, very good as a radio entity. And as far as that goes. How's it going, pal? Oh, okay. Lady Helen's saying hi to Ted, who's down there in Long Island, getting on the train. No, you're working from home today. Today's your work at home Friday. That's right. You're always so kind. No, that's fine, Helen. I like doing that bit. It's always good. You provide good content, just like Ted and Tony D. You guys are great broadcasters, and I'm a better broadcaster because I know of you guys. You know, as far as we bounce off. And there's Melanie from Melanie 170270. Good morning, Melanie, from the southern tier of upstate New York. And I got to get my card for Melanie because I don't want to make any mistakes. She's coming in from central Queensland. There in Rockhampton in central Queensland, Australia. Good morning. Good morning, Mel. And Remote Fridays. There we go, Ted. Yeah, Ted is working. He's remote. He still does that's what they do now. You go into work and then you can go in, and you're doing very good. Oh, very good, Rich. Okay, I passed. See, I got Helen to watch me and I got Melanie to watch me to make sure I do things right. Ted should be bigger than he is. Definitely should have a wider. Yeah, he should. And over adverts. Oh, we got ads. They did something with the ads and stuff like that. I don't know. I have to look at them. Let me know, Helen, if they're too much as far as that goes. I don't have an idea as far as that goes. I think I have it. I had it down to the minimum, but there's something on there that I don't know if I hit a button that. But Melanie's saying hello to advertisements. Do I have advertisements again? They were suggested. I was playing around with the backstage, so I might have done something. Okay, Bet. How many? I might have. I don't know if I had the. Can I? I don't think you can turn them completely off. They had something that came up on Twitch that I was messing around. I was like, what is this? I'm trying to understand it. So I don't know. I might have left it to where you might see some advertising. You can't get rid of the ads, so I just threw it up there. I don't know. If it's that much of a problem, I'll go back in, but I don't want to muck it up any more than it is. Just one big, long ad for cat food. They should be sending you freebies for the kitty. Oh, okay. It's probably because it's based off of my search thing. We search for cat things a lot on our internet. That's interesting. It was a cat commercial, huh? Oh, that's interesting. I got 7 ads. You got 7 ads Did you get 7 ads on my broadcast, Melanie? Purina one. Okay. No. Oh, okay. Okay. I know I don't have the big. I mean, that's a big one. They had something now where it's something to do with your ads. I used to get like, I guess on the ads I get 33% is the cut that Twitch gives the broadcaster. Um, there's something new to where it says if you hit this button you get 55%. So I get 55% of that. So instead of getting 2 cents, I'll probably get 3 or 4 cents. And that's not just from one person. That's just from one broadcast. I average maybe 1 to 2 cents. I go in there. I only get like 2-3 pennies a broadcast as far as that goes. It's not that much, but they add up over there. Yeah, it's pennies. Yeah, sometimes. Yeah, exactly. Little copper pennies. But they do add up over time and stuff like that. So as far as that goes, I make more money. I make more just casually mining Satoshis. Satoshis is the lowest form of Bitcoin. It's like less than a penny. It takes like, it's like almost like 10, 15, 20 Satoshi. I forget what it is. 20 Satoshis equal a penny and stuff like that. A Bitcoin is like $28,000 to $32,000 or something in that range. Satoshi is just a little bits, the little crumbs. They're less than crumbs in crypto, but I collect those, and I average maybe $8 a month on crypto. So I'm making more just casually, and that's like less than an hour a day mining for crypto. I make $8 a month. So that's my extra money if I need to put something into the broadcast here, buy a piece of equipment and stuff. I furnish that and stuff like that. So you can do it. You know, I'm retired, so it's just something that I threw in, and for about, I guess after the broadcast, and when I'm doing the watching the washer and stuff, I'll be looking at my phone, and I'll be mining Bitcoin. It's fun. It sort of reminds me back in the Haps days. They had this thing where if you consistently broadcast, you got coins in program money, I guess, as far as that goes. It was fake money. You could only use it on that. This, though, on the internet, there's ways of one of the ways is when I'm listening to late night parenting on that app called Fountain for podcasters. It's a podcast catcher where I listen to. It's an app on my phone. I earn probably about maybe a nickel every time I listen to Ted, as far as that goes. Now, if I'm listening to Glick and company over there on Nonsensical Nonsense, he has like a 4-hour broadcast. If I listen to him, just the audio, I'm earning a dime and stuff. Hap sucks. There's Tim. Good morning, Tim Fan 40 from Michigan. Glad to have you here, Tim. So there's a lot of things you can do on this thing called the internet that is really interesting. We got a full house here today. We got we got 8 viewers. Wow. Good morning, Tim. Glad to have you here, sir. Tim always comes in for those folks watching on the replay on YouTube and Rumble. He wasn't a fan of Haps. Haps was the previous platform. Most of the people that are in the chat here on Twitch were on, and that's how I met most of these folks that I'm chatting to right now, was through Haps. That was a good thing for Haps for me. It was a great thing as far as meeting these people and staying, these great people like Helen, Tony D, Ted, Thammer, Double J's, Tim Fan, and Melanie. That's the real takeaway from some of these platforms, and to be able to stay in connection with them, it's great. And Ted Hicks saying good morning to Tim Fan. Tim Fan's out there. He's on his break. He's been out there on the contracting thing. Let's see. Let's go over our interesting history for the day. Back in 1940, the Royal Air Force inflicted heavy losses on the Luftwaffe as it turned the tide of the Battle of Britain during World War II. That was a significant battle, because if Britain did not win that, Britain wouldn't be speaking English right now. They'd be speaking German. And They probably would have gone all the way up to Scotland, I think, Helen. Uh, did you broadcast on Double J's? I was on. I didn't do this type of broadcasting. I was on there. I was very casual. I did mostly the audio back in the days of the Periscope. That was just I just getting my feet wet, grounded as far as live streaming. I did do some Periscope. I played around with it, but it was more or less just a casual talking conversation, nothing like this and stuff. But yeah, I was on Periscope, but very casual. Before Periscope, I was on Blab, the Blab Owl. Oh, I love Blab. Periscope. Now, I think Blab, for me, Blab was the best. That was before Periscope. And before Periscope was Meerkat. I just started getting, Meerkat looked like it was, I was just looking at these live streams because I was real hesitant about going live streaming. And even though I was using Ustream, remember Ustream? Way back. IBM owns Ustream now. Helen, dude, even the Romans didn't venture. You're right, Helen. I forgot about that. You're right. The Romans did. There was a line there, right? They didn't want to cross. Oh, that's true. Oh, there's Tony D. He's back. Winding down from the fundraiser. Got a meeting after we finished this here. Good morning. He's saying good morning. Tony's saying good morning. And Helen, you're right. I forgot about that. With all due respect, yes, I think the Germans would have had their butts kicked and stuff. You don't mess with a Scot. I never visited there, but I know I've seen enough movies and stuff like that. And you don't mess with the people from Scotland. Someday I'll make it there. I'd like to visit. I was over the one time my feet set on ground in the UK was outside Lakenheath Air Force Base, or on Lakenheath Air Force Base on transit going into Germany to visit my sister when she was in the Army back in the early '80s. And so if you would love it, honestly, yeah, I know I would. Helen, I've seen enough of the. I definitely would, and then just seeing what you showed Jeeves on his trip. Jeeves is from Vancouver, Connecticut. Vancouver, Canada. Is the same thing? Connecticut, Canada. Yeah. But anyway, Jeeves ended up visiting Helen over there in Scotland, and Jeeves just put up some great photographs of his visit with Helen, and Helen was very gracious in showing him around during his travels there, and it was very, very great. I like that one video that you put out, the time lapse, Helen, of the things. I mean, that was fantastic. I mean, you got the skills. And as far as that goes. Let's see now. Moving on. Let's see. What do we have? The first edition back in 1982 of U.S. Today, the first American newspaper to present content in colorful, simple, easy-to-read stories, and sold in 50 states. Now everything's online now. You don't get any paper. In 1997, IRA ally Sinn Féin entered Northern Ireland's peace talks for the first time. Back in 1997. God, that's all. I always think about that Northern Ireland and the troubles they had in Belfast when I was growing up. I mean, that was troublesome. As far as that goes, I just remember spending summers at my grandmother and grandfather's down in Brooklyn, and I would always go. One of the things I had to do every morning was go down to the corner store because they never kept milk in they called it the ice box, the refrigerator. My grandmother said, "Richie, go down to the corner store. Here's some money. Get a quart of milk and get the Morning Post for your grandfather." And I'd walk down, and on the front page, it seemed like every headline on the New York Post or the New York newspaper there that I would get my grandfather. It had something about bombing in Belfast. I just remember that. It was like every single morning. Let's see. Back in 1998, the name Google.com first appeared on the internet as founder Larry Page and Sergey Brin registered the crazy term as the new company's domain name while they were PhD students at Stanford University. And you know, that's how Pizza Hut got started. The two guys that created Pizza Hut, they were going to college, and they created Pizza Hut to pay for their college. So let's see on the. Oh, we're doing pretty good. We're doing good right now. In history, on this day, 1776, British forces occupied New York City during the American Revolution. New York City, which eventually became the United States' first capital after the Revolutionary War, when we kicked the Brits out. They came back in 1812, though. It took us a couple years, but we kicked them back out. 1789, the U.S. Department of Foreign Affairs was renamed as the Department of State. 1857, President William Howard Taft, who served as a president and also as a U.S. Chief Justice, was born in Cincinnati, Ohio. He's a Cincinnatian. 19. Yeah, we did the Battle of Britain. Let's see, what else do we have? Oh, here's something of interest. On this day, back in 1972, a federal grand jury in Washington indicted 7 men in connection with Watergate break-in. That was sort of trying to hush, 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 but the truth came to the surface. Oh, wait a minute. That sounds familiar. Isn't that something going on now here in the United States? Something to do with some money, follow the money. And I mentioned that on Late Night Parenting last night, that history has a tendency to repeating itself. And I guess some people say it's a little BS and hogwash that the current president is possibly maybe impeached. I guess, you know, the standard was set with the last president. Oh, we'll just impeach him. You know, where that was like, it was taboo, where they had legitimate reasons to impeach President Richard M. Nixon. That's why he resigned, because he would. So he resigned. Probably either resigned or he get impeached, and it was an impeachment where it would probably have been confirmed by the Senate. President Clinton, President Trump, they were impeached, but they were never convicted by the Senate. The current president looks like they're going in that route. All I got to say is, for that situation, they say, oh, it's just about his son. It's more than that. And there's a lot of people, I think, don't realize, unless they grasp the amount of money that's been made at the expense of a person being in a government office. That's not ethical. It doesn't matter which side you're on. It's not ethical. So that's why I'm always saying, follow the money. The money trail is there. It's being there. Some people are sticking their heads in the ground and stuff like that, but the money trail is there. I've never seen a politician that didn't dabble on the dark side a little bit, stuff like that. They all do, both sides of the aisle. So just to keep it fair and stuff like that. So and this current president, I've stated this before, and I'm not going to go into long. I don't have faith in him. He's still the president. I respect the office of the presidency, but I hate saying this, but he's not up to speed. He's the worst president in my lifetime, as far as leadership wise. It's a testament that this country, that even people inside this country rag on, saying the United States sucks. This country is greater than one president. It's greater than just the few people, the people that are saying it sucks. This is it's a sleeping giant. I just remember back in history, Yamamoto before Pearl Harbor, and it's in the movie, and it's a matter of record. It says, we do this, we wake the sleepy giant. The United States is a sleeping giant. You know, China, you know, as far as that goes, Melanie's saying hi to Tony. China right now is the big dog. It seems to be the big dog. They're flexing their muscles and stuff. That's because they see we have a weak president. Okay, you have to have strength in the eyes of China, and China respects that, I think. China is a great country as far as their people. Their government don't really care for it. Yeah, the gaffes he makes is so. Well, it's just not that, and I'm past the point of blaming Mr. Biden, because there's people that are around him that they're not seeing that. It's just an outright crave of power at the expense and stuff, and all the bickering back and forth. Because in this country, on both sides, the Republicans, Democrats, and the people in between, we agree. If you really look at it, this country, everybody probably agrees. Probably 80%, 85 to maybe I say 85 to 90% of this stuff. Everybody in this country is in agreement with. It's just that 10% that seems to be way bigger than what it actually is. Um, he's not being supported of man or managed. Yeah, and it's, I don't know. I almost look at it as elderly abuse. Okay, the question now, is he too old? Even his own party is starting to turn on him. If you noticed, okay, all these people that support him, because they know it's just. We'll see. It's going to be interesting. That's what's great about this. If this was to happen in any other country, it implode. Now, one of the things, I guess there's in where's Venezuela? Is that Venezuela is a country? There's a, I guess they're electing a new president, and their country down there. Do you know that it takes, if you have $100 and you were to exchange that in Venezuela, you'd get a stack of bills like that. You'd have to put the money in a bag. You can put their inflation is off the hook down there. So that's where the United States does not want to go to, because then it would have rippling effects around the world as far as that goes. And China knows that too. China doesn't want to, they're flexing their muscles, but they're a lot smarter than the Russians. The Russians are they're just, the Russian government, I should say. The Russian people, I feel for them, but I think they're getting hoodwinked by Putin. I'm not a Putin fan as far as that goes. But we'll see what happens. Helen saying hi to Mel. So let's see. What do we have? Last night in Major League Baseball, the Yankees beat up on the Boston Red Sox there. That's always a good thing. Was that last night? Yeah, yesterday. They won. Where are they? Oh, they won. No, the Red Sox. I'm sorry. I was looking at the wrong day. They won the day before. Last night, the Red Sox beat the Yankees. Woo! And Yankees will be playing the Pirates today. Mets were off yesterday, I believe. Nope. Mets beat the Diamondbacks. Ooh, they're right below there. Look, open your eyes, Rich. Let's see. How's the broadcast? Broadcast still going good. So Mets beat the Diamondbacks today. Yankees play the Pirates down in Pittsburgh. And are the Mets playing today? Let's look over this real quick. I don't see it. Oh yeah, they do. They're going to be hosting the Cincinnati Reds down there in New York City. Canadian football. Argonauts, Toronto playing Montreal Alouettes tonight at 7. Tomorrow at 9:30, it's the Elks and Rough Riders, and then tomorrow will be Blue Bombers and Tiger Cats. Tomorrow at 7, Redbacks and Lions. And the standings are: my Toronto is first at 10-1, and the Montreal team, the Alouettes, they're going to get another loss. So maybe the Tiger Cats can win, and they'll give them. That's in the Eastern Division. In the Western, for Canadian football, the Blue Bombers, they're 10-3, and the Lions are second. So I think they take the top two. Of course, the person who comes in first, and then the second place for their playoffs. But they're only in what is it? They're in week. They've got a 21 week. They're in week. They're just starting week 15. NFL, I've already said who. They had a game last night. Philly won. I picked Philly to win last night. So they beat the Vikings 34-28. So Vikings are 0-2. Eagles are 2-0. So that was a good game. I was watching Ted Hicks on Late Night Parenting with Tony, JoJo, and Brian. They were on the big screen. So I had on the Surface 3 the football game, and then I was commenting on my phone, and the missus goes, Oh, you just like see yourself up on the screen there, chatting. I said, no, it's being interactive and stuff. It's something new that she saw, so she was having fun with it and stuff like that. So she watched a little bit of the broadcast last night, Ted, and um, you guys presented some interesting stuff last night on the subject matter that you covered. So appreciate that, and as far as that goes. But we do have some games this weekend. Ravens against the Bengals, Seahawks against the Lions, Colts against the Texans, the Bears against the Bucks, Chiefs against the Jaguars, Packers against the Falcons, Raiders against the Bills up there in Buffalo. Go Bills, go! They need to win that game. They should have won against the Jets. But the Jets, I think the gods above, the football gods, they wanted the Jets to win. Now the Jets are going to have a hard one. They play the Cowboys. I'm picking the Cowboys. I know last season I said whatever New York team plays, I'm picking the New York. I'm hoping the Jets win, but the reality is they're not going to win. I don't think they're going to win. They're down there in Dallas. If they do win, that's sending a statement. I think I have. There's this talk since Aaron Rodgers went down with his Achilles injury, which is a season-ending injury. And it might be a career-ending. So now, who's going to take over for the Jets? The Jets have a quarterback, Zach Wilson. He proved that he could. Well, the thing about the Bills game, the Bills dropped 4 interceptions. Josh Allen, he has to clean that up. They could have won that game because I think one of the interceptions was a pick six, and that game went to overtime. So if they clean up the Bills, here Jets, Aaron Rodgers went out. We'll give you a present. And Jet fans know that. They, so Zach Wilson, I think he's playing a lot better than he did last year. Aaron Rodgers took 4 snaps and then he went down with an Achilles, tore Achilles, which is bad. Let's see, the other New York team, New York Giants, play the Cardinals. Giants need to get their act together. More so than, they lost 40-0 in their opener. We'll see what team shows up there in Arizona when the Giants play the Cardinals. Again, Jets playing the Cowboys, and then you have Chargers and Titans. 49ers will win. I think 49ers, they're the toughest team. Philly was good, but 49ers, they're going to be tough. But they did this last year. They were tough all through the year, and then when it came to the playoffs, they folded. We'll see how they do. Let's see. Continue. Commanders will play the Broncos. Dolphins play against the Patriots, Saints against the Panthers, and Browns against the Steelers. Those are the 2 Monday night games. There's 2 Monday night games, so there's football. So there we have it, and we're getting close to the top of the hour. So this is a good broadcast. Been on for an hour and 5 minutes, so that's pretty decent. Let's see what else we got here. And like I said, it's an international broadcast because we got Double J's coming in from India. We have our new first-time chatter, Rob Dude. I don't know where he's from, but he gave us some interesting information concerning the MIA's POWs. Thanks, Rob. Lady Leg, Helen, she's coming in from Scotland. And Real Ted Hicks, he's down there in Long Island. That's a different country for people up here in upstate New York. It is a different country. It's still part of New York, though. New York strong. Let's see. Tim Fans out there in Michigan. That's another. Double J's, again, out there in India. Thamer came in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And it's an international broadcast. That's what I love about it. Fridays are usually like this. I like Fridays. Fridays we get everybody and their brother. We do have some MIAs, in a manner of speaking, people I haven't seen. Let's see. I already mentioned Chris Tech. Was it Tina? Who else? And they're busy. I know that. I even had Ed Waters. I haven't seen Walt. Helen, I haven't seen Walt broadcasting. I think he's on vacation. Wasn't he? I think he was going to take a vacation. Let's see. I haven't seen Jeeves, Tina, Erica. That's who. Erica, out there in Washington State. Washington State. as far as on my list here, as far as that goes. Not seen him in a few. I think he said something about going on a cruise. I remember. And Tim, I'm busy because no, you're here now. Now it's just an observation. You can be here or not. I'm not gonna I don't. Really appreciate you being here. And Tony, he's here. Geez, he's at the day job, man. I appreciate it. I really do. It really means a lot as far as that goes. I just like to recognize the folks there. And you're using the icons there, Tony, and they're squished. They look squished. Let me check something here, because I got this up here on there. Let me see when you put up the icons, they're squished in the chat. It seems. Let's see. Let me refresh this, because we're getting close to the top of the hour. I'm going to be getting out of here in a couple minutes as far as get my day started. What do I got planned for today? I'm not sure. We'll probably, me and the missus were talking. I guess you got a coupon for go to the local ice cream parlor store here. We might go get some ice cream this afternoon. You can set them up to look like that. Oh, it's okay. You did that then, not me. Okay. Well, let me see. Let me try something. Let me make sure I don't spill my coffee. I don't need to spill my coffee. Let me get over here and try this. Let me see what they look like. Okay. Oh, okay. See, they're yeah. Okay. So you did that. Okay. I gotcha. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah. Don't spill the coffee. Yeah. Exactly, Tony. I don't want to spill the coffee. I got too much. I got a busy. Watching you Tony last night on Ted Hicks's late night parenting with JoJo and Brian, that was different. Being out there in the living room, I had on the coffee table there, the Surface 3, with the game and the phone I had my phone in hand and watched it. That was pretty. I'm just glad there was no commercials. Then I would have fell asleep. I wasn't laying down. I was sitting up. So that was pretty interesting. I'm doing Celius web spray. Oh, you do now? Is this the same one that's up there in done foam yesterday? So this is a different product that you're putting up there. Okay, I know you had to return to a job there, Tim, to redo. So, do you get that job done? As far as that goes, Tim Fan 40, he's a contractor. He puts insulation foam. When they put the building up, he insulates it to keep it warm. And I guess this stuff is supposed to be some state-of-the-art stuff. But make sure you wear your breathing protection, Tim. That's all I want to say as far as that goes. All right, we're at the top of the hour, so I'm going to go. We've been on for what? An hour and 11 minutes, and we've had a good broadcast so far. We have a very good broadcast going. We're up at 54 KBS, and let's see, we're back to drop just 1.2% drop frame. So the picture's looking stellar. So thank you, Twitch. It's all okay. You got it all done. So you got that headache taken care of. It's just like I said, the thought for the day. You weren't here for the thought. I'm going to repeat the thought for the day because it applies to. It could apply to that job you did the other day, Tim. Let me get to the thought for the day. I want to do the thought for the day from closed cell phone. Okay. Our thought for the day, Tim, I'm redoing this for you, is from Ralph Waldo Emerson. Finish each day and be done with it. You have done what you could. That pertains to that day as far as that goes. All right, folks. You have a great one, too, Tim. Always great seeing you here. As we exit stage left here, I want to say thank you very much to Double J's for being here in the broadcast. Thank you. Tony D, coming in. Salute to you, sir. I want to say thank you for first-time chatter, Rob Dude 822. Thank you very much, Helen, as always. Thank you very much, Lady Leg 01. Thank you, Thamer, coming in from Riyadh, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. Thank you, Ted Hicks, who's at home working. He's using the internet to broadcast into his job site. Thank you, Ted, for being here. And let's see who. Thank you, Melanie 17027 from Rockhampton, Central Queensland. Hey, I said it without using the card. Thank you, Melanie. You have a great. Well, she's in the evening time because what's the time over there? The time in Australia, where Mel is from, is 8:52. She's ending her day as we're just starting our day. So thank you very much, Melanie, for being here. Greatly appreciated. And Tim Fan 40 again. Thank you very much, sir. As always. PM Friday night. Yes, it's 9 o'clock there in Australia where Mel's at. And for those that are watching, that watched here this Twitch broadcast, this Friday morning coffee 09.15.2023 Twitch broadcast on Rumble and YouTube. Thank you very much. Greatly appreciate it. All right, folks in the chat, thank you. And this is Rich Roberts, Fireman Rich on all those fine social media. Just check the links down below here on the Twitch page. I'm all over the place. And I appreciate it. You all have a great one wherever you may be. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. As always, peace. Take care, folks. That was our screenshot. What was that at? That's at 1:14:24. That's my pick shot. Take care, folks. Live life, have fun. Ciao for now. Peace.